Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to do these cat eye brown nails right at home. These turned out so pretty. They're so perfect for the fall, colder months, holidays. I just, love them so much. So everything I am using is from Sally Beauty and we're just going to get right into it. I am using gel nail polish for this, so we're going to start off with some quick nail prep. And as always, I'm using the Blue Cross Cuticle Remover and Orangewood sticks. If you've seen my videos, you guys know this is my go-to combo just to make sure my cuticles are nice and clean, pushed back, and it also is just going to help your gel nails to last. So even if you're not using this method, you need to do something just again to make sure your cuticles are out of the way and off of your nail plate. And even if I'm not wearing anything on my nails, I do still try to do this once a week. After that, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands and just do a quick file shaping of my nails. Honestly, they were pretty good, so I'm just touching them up a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with a buffing block and just gently start roughing up the surface of my nails, removing that shiny layer. This is just going to give the product something to adhere to. You don't need to dig into your nail or anything because you don't want to thin or weaken your nails, but make sure you don't skip this step. If you're finding that your gel or your product is kind of just popping off, then this may be why. After that, I am going to wipe my nail off using a makeup sponge and rubbing alcohol just to remove that filing dust and any oils that may still be on my nail. You can also use the ASP 2-in-1 dehydrator for this step. I just ran out. And then we're going to go ahead and with the base coat. So this is my first time using the Nail Boo gel polish. So I was actually really excited to try out a new product. I feel like it's been a bit. And I could tell just from the base coat, I was really going to like this line, mainly because of the brush. That's a big thing that I'm looking for with certain polishes, gels, all of that. And I just really like the shape and the width of the brush. If you I hope somebody knows what I mean because I feel like some can be too skinny, some are too wide, but this was that perfect in between. So after that, I'm going to go in with a black nail polish. This is again from the same brand, and this is the shade Dark Dream. So just a normal true black. And this is what I mean. I feel like this brush has the perfect cuticle curve to it. And what I mean by that, I like to use the brush to really get my cuticle area as neat as possible. So what I like to do when I'm using gel, I'll kind of plop it a little bit away from my cuticle, and then I'll use the brush and push the product closer to it to get that curved line. I really hope this is making sense because it does to me. But anyways, with each coat, you're going to want to make sure that you're keeping them nice and thin. Don't get any on your skin. If you do, make sure to wipe that off before you go to cure your nails. And with this first coat, I am going to cap the tip after applying it. So what I mean by that is just taking the brush and running it along the free edge of my nails. If you have shorter nails, you might still get some on your skin after this step too. So again, as long as you wipe it off, you'll be good. And then I'm going to cure that underneath my lamp. I ended up doing 2 coats of this color. I will say, if I was going for just the black mani, I might have done a third just because there were a few sparse spots, but I knew I was layering this, so it wasn't really a big deal. And again, here, I am just showing you guys that you can push it even closer to the cuticle area. So if you really don't like that gap being on the bottom, just take your brush and give it tiny little pushes because you also don't want to flood it. So use a smaller amount of product and start further away. That will definitely help there. And I'm just going to repeat this on all of my nails. After curing that, you are going to need a magnetic gel polish. I'm using the Dashing Diva 1 Gel Magnetic Sheer Magnetic Gel Polish. I feel like that was so much. But I really like this one. I've used it a few times now. And yes, I know that cat eye is trendy, and I'm okay with that. It's really been fun, and I feel like there's so many different things you can do with it. So I'm just going to apply that over my entire nail, capping the tip here again with this layer. And then I'm going to be taking my magnet. I'm using the Dashing Diva magnet, and I really like this one because I feel like sometimes the magnets are really small and it makes them hard to hold and use. But this one has that circle on the bottom, so it gives you a handle pretty much. And what I'm going to do is just go up along each side of my nail. When I do cat eye, I really do like having the scattered kind of cat eye look instead of the straight lines or certain shapes. So I'm going to go for just, again, having it across my entire nail. And I like to play around with this, kind of going to each side, see when I like it. And I do always work one nail at a time. I've tried doing a full mani, and the issue with that is if you're doing, one nail and then the other nail is next to it, then the magnet's also gonna start moving that nail around. So I like to do one nail. Once it's how I like it, then I'm gonna cure that and then move on to the next nail. Honestly, when it comes to cat eye and working with magnetic gels, I feel like I'm okay. I'm not the best, but I'm not awful at it. I feel like some people are magnetic cat eye pros. I would love to get to that point. I just don't spend enough time using them to really do all of that. But I do have a video, I'll link that down below if you're still struggling with cat eye, just to give you the basics and help get you started. But this one is really easy. I wanted to keep this whole look easy, so it really is going up along the side of the nail. There's no wrong way to do this. And then once you're done, you can go ahead and cure that. Next, I'm going to be taking the Nail Boo Forever Glaze Brood Awakening. This is a chocolate colored jelly polish. Oh, this is probably the thing I was most excited for because it looks so pretty online, and as you can see, do you see this? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna apply this right over the magnetic base that you just did after curing. So cure it, and then you're gonna apply this, and do you guys see this? This isn't doing it justice. It's really not, but it gives it such a cool look. I really get why the jelly magnetic polish combo is so popular right now because that looks so cool. It gives it such depth and dimension on the nail. And I will say I did go over it a little bit just to make sure it was nice and smoothed out, because I feel like sometimes with jelly polishes they can start off a little streaky before they even them out. But when you're working with gel, you can keep going over it as much as you want. You don't have to worry about it drying. So once you're done and you're happy with it, then you can go ahead and cure your nails. Then we just have one more step, and that is the top coat. Again, sticking with the same brand here. This is a no wipe, but you can use any top coat that works here. Make sure you cap the tip, and then you're gonna cure one last time. And I just thought about this. I would love to try this technique with some chrome. Oh, that would be so cute. I think that's gonna be soon. But here is the final look. The cool thing about this, it looks so different based on what lighting it's in. So this is under my nail lighting, a little bit darker, and it also makes the color a little bit deeper. But then when the light hits it, any sunlight or direct light, look at that. That is gorgeous. It turns it into more of a warm amber brown, and I love it. Let me know what you guys think. Again, everything can be found at Sally Beauty. I'll have that linked, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.